Good morning. And welcome to Unity Spiritual Center Spokane, where you know you're in the right place because divine guidance has led you here. So know you are right where you are supposed to be. As our mission states, we are a vibrant community growing through spiritual practice and love. My name is Jim Sledge, and I have the pleasure of being your platform assistant today. And if you would take a moment to silence anything that makes a noise, anything that's electronic other than a pacemaker, we'd appreciate it. As always, we want to begin our time together by sharing our opening affirmation. Together, there is only one presence and one power active in my life and the universe, God the Good. One presence, one power acting through and as each one of us. We are grateful today to have as our speaker, she's no guest, she is a regular, Reverend Donna McClure is And our special music is by Pamela Benton. Not only is she a gifted musician, but she has the patience of Job. She is my mandolin teacher. In a moment, we'll have prayer from Chaplain Gary. He is sometimes revered. Yeah. But first, we'll have our song leaders lead us in a community song.
You are every mountain, God you are every ocean, God you are every canyon, every inch of earth and sky, God you are every morning, God you are every midnight, God you are every moment, every second of my life. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. God, you are every sunrise, God, you are every moon glow, God, you are every star shine, every inch of earth and sky, God, you are every springtime, God, you are every snowfall, God, you are every season, every second of my life. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you.
Put aside your cares of today and enter the quiet center of your soul. Let's start with a deep, healing breath. Inhale deeply and let the air out so slowly with a quiet, relaxing sigh. As you do, relax completely. Allow the chair to support your weight. Send your roots deep into Mother Earth. Straighten your spine and stretch it to the heavens. Let the energies of earth and heaven meet in your heart. Let that energy enfold you like a gentle breeze, wafting light and love through the very fibers of your soul. God is healing. God is healing the very energy that heals. God's healing power is both the force that causes our bodies to move back to their original perfection and the blueprint for that perfection. God is the comfort that heals the troubled, the love that heals relationships, and the peace that heals the soul. I am one with God's healing. God's healing balm, the love, mercy, and peace that are healing flows into and through me and out into the world now. As it is true for me, it is true for each of you as well. You are the healing balm sent from heaven. You are God's healing energy come to earth. From this state of being, we realize that we are the healing the world needs. Our own wholeness heals all. As Charles Fillmore wrote, Jesus did not create the law of health when he healed the multitudes. He simply called it into expression by getting those who had disregarded to recognize its existence. We are grateful for this healing, for the quiet it gives us to truly hear and understand today's message, and for the ability to contemplate its deepest meanings. We bless our speaker, our musicians, and all the volunteers and staff that make this service and this center possible. We bless this center and our community. I release this prayer into the Spirit. I affirm as I speak, it is already done. We are grateful for today's message, this place, and for one another. And so it is.
Song by Ray Montaigne. If you want it, you can have it. All you got to do is just reach out and grab it. If you want it, you can have it. All you got to do is just reach out and grab it. Step on up, step into your power. Step on up, step into your power, child. Step on up, step into your power. Step into your power, child. Listen to me. All you need, you already own, was given to you on the day that you were born. Anything your heart desire, you can make it reality. Step on, step into your power. Step on, step into your power, child. Step on, step into your power. Step on, step into your power, child. Listen, don't be afraid, don't be afraid to fall. It's a getting up, it's gonna make you strong. God only made one like you. So come on, baby, let's do what you want to do. Let's get on up, step into your power. Step on, step into your power, child. Step on, step into your power. Step on, step into your power, child. Step into your power. Step into your power, child. Yeah, yeah. Step into your power. Oh, yeah, yeah. Step into your power, child. Thank you.
Thank you, Pamela. That was perfect. You know, I've never spoken up here in all the years I was raised in this church. I've spoken all around the country, around the world, never spoken in my own church. So thank you. A little housekeeping here. You know, I've worked all my life, and I've never had the opportunity to speak here with you, to be involved in the center, and to share some of my energy. So I want to share 5 things about myself so you know what I've been doing. First, I've been married to David for 46 years. Yes. We ministered in Honolulu, Hawaii, Emmaus, Pennsylvania, Dallas, Texas, Kailua, Hawaii, and we built and ran a bed and breakfast in Santa Fe, New Mexico. That was fun till the work got too hard, and then we thought ministry is easier than this. In October, I retired from Sacred Heart Medical Center, where I had been a chaplain for 12 years. Before that, years ago, I taught string instruments in the Spokane Public Schools while I played viola in the Spokane Symphony Orchestra. Later in Dallas, Texas, and Unity Village, I trained to be a Unity minister, and I was ordained in 2002. So I've been an ordained Unity minister for 22 years. I can't believe it. Thank you. In Honolulu, I went through hospital chaplain training, graduating as a hospital chaplain, and I came back here to Spokane to Sacred Heart Medical Center. Now, we have 2 darling but rambunctious Siamese kitties. Raja on the bottom is 22 pounds. I can't pick him up, barely. And Jasmine, who's our little princess, is 12 pounds. They're little darlings. And then 5th, I am 4th generation Unity, from my great-grandfather, my grandmother, my mother, Almeda Campbell, who was the president of the board soon after we moved to this new building. Was that 50 years ago? Yeah. Now, the reason I'm up here is David pushed me. No, I really want to share the teachings of unity and chaplaincy and what power that is for me, and I thought it might be powerful for you. Working as a chaplain is a great honor, providing spiritual support to others with tender moments that need to be handled with grace and respect. When someone opens their hearts to you, they need to be honored and supported. So what does honoring really mean? Does it mean to only use our positive thinking from unity to make them feel better? Do we really know what will make them feel better? Are we in the place to place saving ideas in their heads? Just why are we chosen to be a partner? When we really are with another, we are not to talk, we are to listen. Not to listen waiting to say something, not to listen from our analytical minds, not to listen so we can judge, but we are with someone to listen from our loving, compassionate hearts, allowing the other to say whatever they need to say to be heard. We really hear when we honor the other with a quiet presence, knowing the truth for them while we go into their space in time. Actually, it's only as we go face to face with another as a support that they feel heard and acknowledged. Dr. John Moody, head of Pacific Health Ministries in Honolulu, where I took my training, taught us we have to go down in the valley with another so they can be heard. We need to give them the chance to share with their feelings so they can be heard. Now, those may sound out of line for new thought people. Some of us have been trained, like me, to be positive no matter what, encouraging and upbeat. But for one to be heard, we must go where they are to really hear what they are saying. I remember many times arguing with Dr. Moody, politely, about the importance of being positive. He would quietly say back to me, "Donna, you must hear where they are first before they can hear what you have to say. It may look messy and upsetting, but they are divine just as we are, and we can hear their cry for help, honor their space, and still remember we are both divine." I started to realize it's then that we can walk through the valley of the shadow of death with them, or the valley of disease, fear, or poverty, all to the saving grace of the divine in each of us. We are all emissaries of light, called to be in the right place at the right time. Sometimes just being with another in the quiet is enough, for we are honoring their need to be with you. At times we are called to repeat what we've heard, so they feel heard. It's quite a miracle to watch someone who really feels heard. They start to sit up and pay attention, to feel noticed and valued. It's then that the ideas of encouragement and possibilities are more welcome. Then there's space for thinking of hope. I remember a patient at Sacred Heart whose nurse asked me to visit. He was so depressed from the doctor telling him that he had serious cancer that he just stayed in bed all day and he couldn't move. But the doctor told him, you know, everything will be all right if everything comes together just right. He just couldn't focus on that. So did I go right to hope and healing? No. I went to meet him where he was at that time, in the valley of hopelessness. This reminds me of Moses and the burning bush in Exodus 3:5. Then he said, "Come no closer, remove the sandals from your feet, for the place on which you are standing is holy ground." And that's what it is, holy ground. Of course, unity teaches our feet represent understanding, for they are what stands under us, connecting us with the physical and the spiritual world. Now back to the patient at Sacred Heart who couldn't move out of bed after his cancer diagnosis. I asked him how he was feeling with the diagnosis. He said, "I'm scared." I said, "I'd feel scared too." He said, "I don't have any energy to do anything." I said, "I hear what you're saying about not having any energy." He said, "I haven't gotten out of bed since the doctor told me my diagnosis." I said, "It's difficult with that on your mind, isn't it?" He said, "Yes. I used to jog regularly and really enjoy it. What's happened to me?" Life has happened to you. It throws us curves now and then. He started to sit up and take notice. His energy was changing. I said, "Would you like me to pray with you?" He said, "Yes." I prayed in the new format of our Discover the Power new prayer style that Linda Martella Whitsed and Linda Deanne Morency have in this Discovering the Power of Divinity Within You, where there are 5 basic steps in this new affirmative prayer. This is a wonderful new prayer book. First of all, I open to new possibilities. I recognize God is. I integrate I am. Fourth, I realize I can, I have, I know. And fifth, I appreciate the shift in consciousness. Quick drink. In this moment, the prayer is this. The invitation is open for you to look at life differently, to breathe into life and surrender to its healing energy. For it's through the power of God that you discover your own inner strength and courage to face this time of healing. Every moment is brand new and alive for you. Every moment is filled with hope and movement for you. Every moment is a divine gift for you to step out in faith and do what you are called to do. How grateful I am for the opportunity to stand with you to appreciate your true nature. I give thanks for your willingness. And so it is. Amen. Afterwards, he thanked me, and I parted. Later on that day, I saw him walking quickly down the hallway, talking with his nurse, looking like a completely different person, like someone with hope in his heart. he had been acknowledged where he was and then joined in prayer to discover the great power within him. Take up your bed and walk. And he did, didn't he? Once we've listened either to our own needs or to another's with compassion, it is then that we move into the unity affirmative prayer. First listen with compassion, and then pray the affirmation, the affirmative prayer. Here we go deeper, knowing that we are divine spiritual beings with no limitations. We are not reaching up and out for God, but we are acknowledging the divine within ourselves or within the other person. This is where Unity's great 12 spiritual powers come from co-founder Charles Fillmore. These are identified and used. Here's a list of the 12 powers: wisdom and love, strength, faith and imagination, order and understanding, will and power, zeal, release, and life itself. We don't want to say, I am sick. We want to affirm, I am life. Instead of I am afraid, I am faith. And instead of I don't know what to do, I am wisdom. You've heard David sharing about his stage 4 metastatic melanoma 10 years ago to now being free of cancer. I also walked the cancer journey 3 times in 15 years. I had 2 beginning stage breast cancers in 5 years apart, and they were both treated with surgery and radiation, along with support from my friends and all of the life and the love that came to me and that superseded the cancer. Then 3 years ago, I had a diagnosis of stage 3 metastatic colon cancer. It required major surgery, 6 months of chemo, and amazing prayer support from so many of you. Prayer came from Silent Unity and from my chaplain colleagues at Sacred Heart. Also, we much appreciated the meals that were sent to us, because I don't like to cook. That's the last thing. I'm so grateful to say that because of you and prayer and my treatments, I am now free of cancer, living a healthy life. I face my challenges first with fear, then transforming the faith into that, asking for support and praying all the way has freed me to live the life I want, and I am free. I've heard so many similar stories from you who have overcome challenges in your life through support and prayer, and I congratulate you for your willingness to take this journey. It's not always easy, is it? But that's why we're here together, supporting each other by sitting together, singing together, praying in unison, sharing our stories with one another, and breaking bread together. We are each other's prayer partners, just by being here in this divine appointment. Our Unity Spiritual Center presents the opportunities that our spirits are asking for to be one with like-minded individuals, to grow and learn each time we're here more about truth and how we can express the divinity that we are. This is a tremendous blessing to each of us, and we give thanks for the opportunity to be all we can be. In fact, we just happen to have a brand new class coming up on Unity Basics for those contemplating membership in Unity, and for those who want a renewal of the Unity Basics. David, Sally Sledge, and I will be teaching a class on February 8th, Saturday, 9:30 to 12:30, on these basic membership beliefs. And Jim Sledge, our host this morning with the most, is going to be at the barista stand sharing muffins at 9 o'clock. So come early and get goodies. And there is more information to come. So thank you for being here today, for supporting me. Thank you, Pamela, for your beautiful music to welcome me. I appreciate you. Thank you. In my talk, I mentioned the 5-step prayer process that Unity embraces. Now let's take these 5 steps into a healing meditation. Turning within and breathing into this time and space. The invitation is to open our minds and hearts. Breathing consciously and releasing any tension in our mind or body. Let go of any unwanted story and open to a new understanding, a new reality. Simply breathe. Recognize God is present as life, strong, vibrant, and whole within us as us. There is a stirring, emergent movement of birth and rebirth awakening in us now. There are no limitations, since we are divine. Since I am life, you are life, divine, dynamic, and fully present. We are enlivened by the quickening of spirit. Therefore, I know we can trust the life that we are. We center as life. We are supported as life. I see that we know how to speak and move and choose life that supports. We can hold the thought of life clearly and can speak from the place of vibrant life in a way that inspires those around us to live more fully. How grateful I am for the opportunity to stand with you, to appreciate our nature and our true name. I am that I am. I give thanks for our yes and our willingness we are not just alive, we are life itself. And so it is. Amen.
Thank you, Donna. You are certainly the embodiment of unity principles. Thank you so much. This is a time of our sharing of our financial gifts and tithes. We are so grateful for your blessings in the financial aspects and the financial support of this Unity Center. I won't go through all of the places you can use to give. I will simply say, find that method of giving that speaks to you and support your Unity Center. As I promised at the town hall meeting, there are copies of the budget outside on the table, the welcoming table. So if you didn't see the email message that came through, you can certainly pick one of those budget copies up, and I'll be happy to answer any questions after the service if you have some. So, taking the gratitude that we all feel for this place into your hearts, let's speak our blessing offering together. Together, I know that my blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I give and receive. I give thanks for the abundance that is mine to share. Wow, thank you so much. That was absolutely gorgeous. Please join me as we extend blessings, these gifts, offerings, as we send them out into the world to do the unity work that we have to do. So it is. Amen. Please join me as we say our unity statement together. Unity stands for peace in the presence of conflict, for love in the presence of hatred, for forgiveness in the presence of injury. Unity honors the many names for God, the many paths to God, for we know there is only one power, one presence, and one life. This is such a beautiful statement. When people do ask me, well, what's unity all about? This is kind of my elevator speech. It's very succinct, I think, and it's one that even I can remember. So if someone asks you about that, you might consider this as something to share with them. So wherever you are in your spiritual journey, know that you are welcome here. If you are a first-time guest today, a first-time visitor, we'd like to welcome you with a packet that has a coupon for a coffee beverage. That's different than a drink. It's a coffee beverage, okay? From our barista stand. And other gifts in that pocket. So if you are here for your first time, would you please raise your hand enough so our ushers can find you and deliver a package? There, we got a couple of people. Well, thank you for visiting with us today. We hope that you will stay afterwards into the fellowship hall and join us, have some treats, and let us get to know you a little bit. So thank you again for being here. We encourage everyone to sign up for our email newsletter that comes out about every Wednesday, sometimes a little bit later, but mostly on Wednesdays. And it's filled with everything you need to know about what's going on at Unity Spiritual Center. And there's a lot going on. Every time I drive by here, there seems like there's a parking lot that's got cars in it, and I'm thinking, what's going on there? I should know what's going on. Maybe I should read the newsletter. We'd also like to connect with you on our social media, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. Just search Unity Spiritual Center Spokane to find us. And thank you for joining us today on that. Our chaplains today are Jim in the back, who has been holding our service in prayer. Thank you, Jim. And Diane, who will be up front here immediately following the service to be of service to anybody who is looking for prayer support. So we encourage anybody who maybe has something heavy on their hearts, or somebody who has a joy or an opportunity to share with somebody. Diane will be happy to chat with you and share and listen. As Donna said, chaplains are wonderful listeners. You can also ask for Unity prayer support by filling out the prayer form in the sheet back in front of you. That prayer will be then prayed on by our chaplains here for 30 days and then goes on to Unity, Silent Unity, back in Kansas City for another 30 days. So a lot of prayer support is available with that. Now we have news you can use with Juliet.
Good morning. I'm learning how to use the microphone, so I'm so tempted to grab it. Okay, can you hear me? Okay, good. All right, so thank you, Reverend Donna, so much. I feel such a strong sense of peace and inspiration from your talk. So thank you so much. And I want to say how blessed that I feel this center is. We have so many wise ministers, from Reverend Claire, Reverend Jackie, Reverend Donna, Reverend David, Reverend Ron. He's not used to being called that anymore, but Reverend Ron also. So what a blessing. And that's a wonderful example of abundance in our center. And thank you so much for that music. Oh my, wow. Okay, so I have 7 things to tell you about. Some of them have already been mentioned. The first thing is, if you do want a copy of the 2025 budget, it's on the information table right out there in the atrium. And then next, we have Living the Talk today in the library. It's facilitated by Reverend Ron and myself. So if you want to go deeper with Reverend Donna's morning message and see how it relates to your life, come and talk with us in the library. It starts at 11:30 and will go for about an hour. It's a safe space to talk and meet new people. And it's just free or with a love offering, whatever calls to you. And then next is the last call if you want to join the book study that's coming up with Al Konigsfeld. It's on the book Heart Intelligence. It starts this Tuesday, January 28th. It's completely online, and it's only $40 per person. And if you do need assistance with it financially, go and talk to Deanna Doyle. You can email her or call her. She's not here today, though. Okay. Next, if you want to, as mentioned, if you want to learn more about the history of unity, how prayer can work in your life, and just unity, more about unity, come to the Unity Way of Life class. That's this coming Saturday. Oh, it's not this? Oh, I'm not going to be here. You're right. Thank you. Oh, I'm so eager. All right, thanks. Saturday, February 8th. I signed up for it, and then I was like, oh, I'm ready. All right, so it's Saturday, February 8th from 9:30 to 12:30 with coffee and muffins, I think, if you want, ahead of time. All right, you can sign up with the link in the newsletter, and there's other ways to sign up as well. Oh, if you want to know the other ways, come and talk to Reverend, or Sally. Not a Reverend yet. Okay. All right, next. I just gave you a new status. All right, next is, you're welcome. All right, next is, today is Board Listener Sunday, and so we do have a board member in the chapel immediately after service. Our wonderful spiritual center is undergoing some divine transitions. So if you want to give your input, go and talk to a board listener. Your voice is important. And then also a reminder, if you're a member, you should have been emailed an email last Sunday by, not Reverend Deanna, not yet, everyone's a Reverend, all right. Deanna Doyle, last Sunday. It's look for the town hall, an update about the town hall, but in the email, there's a link. Make sure you look for that link, because there's a very important form to fill out for the vision for Unity Spiritual Center Spokane. Really, really important to fill that out by February 2nd. If you're a member, if you didn't get the email, talk to Deanna. And then you need to fill it out by February 2nd. February 2nd. All right, and then lastly, next Sunday, February 2nd. I'm getting so confused. All right, yeah, next Sunday, February 2nd, our guest speaker is Jeff Tawney, and the music is by Greg Tenold. All right. Thank you.
And I'll just second that reminder to fill out that survey form. The board would like to have it before their next board meeting, so that's a crucially piece of the thing to get to the board so we can see where you want us to be going, which direction. So please take a moment to fill that out. Well, thank you very much, Reverend Donna. Pamela, thank you so much. Scott, thank you as always to clean the ivories. Appreciate it. And special thanks to the two people who have been managing these slide clickers, Reverend David and the new Deanna, Sally. Now, are there children available to come in? Welcome them in. Well, great. Good to see you all. Did you have a good time at Sunday school? Yeah. We're so blessed here at Unity's Spiritual Center to have a wonderful youth program with wonderful volunteers. So let's give them a hand. Okay, warm up your hands so we can give our blessing to the children. Together, be the love you are, sing the song you hear, share your joy of life with people far and near. Oh, we got a few more coming. Hi, the late arrivals, welcome. You can tell they're Unity people because they come in late. Now let's share the blessing for ourselves. Be the love we are, be the song we hear, share our joy of life with people far and near. Children, you can please go back to the people that you came with. Thank you for coming with us today. Now, please stand if you are able and join us together in the Peace for Protection, followed by the peace song. Together, the light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And that's the truth.
Have a wonderful day.